Hi, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Amy L, and this is Healthier with Amy L. It is Tuesday, so we're doing a tracking challenge. This is not at all the challenge that I thought we were going to be doing today, but yesterday I had the opportunity to talk to a number of new members, some who had never been a member of WW before and some who were coming back. And I got to tell you that everyone I talked to yesterday had the same question, which was, how do I track? How do I track my food? So that's where we're going to go. And sometimes if you've been with us for a while, it's nice to go back to basics to really figure out, what works. And when people come to the orientations, I like to leave them knowing two things. One, to come to a workshop, and two, to track their food. I've done another video on why tracking is so important, but if you've only got time to do one thing, tracking is the thing. It brings awareness, it brings mindfulness, it lets you know if you're staying within your points or not. So tracking is the cornerstone, of what we're trying to do. And look, there's all kinds of ways to track. Look at all of the options that you have. I've been a member for forever. So I've been through points. I've been through with the slide rule. I've been through Points Plus. I've been through Smart Points. I've been through many iterations of the journal. This is the one that I'm using right now if you want to use paper for your tracking. And it's very, very simple. I plan out my week. I figure out what I'm going to eat and how many points it's going to be and when I have things going on. And then I figure out the points. But that's really what I want to spend the time on today. I use the app. This is my app for today. I've pre-tracked my dinner, so I have 4 points left. This is what the app looks like. If you do not have the app and you have access to a smartphone, you should get the app. Otherwise, the computer screen is going to look very similar, but this is how it works. It's on food. You type in the name of a food that you're having, right? So I'm going to type in banana. But it could be anything. It's just banana's nice because it doesn't have a UPC label on it. When I type it in, actually, here's a better one. When I type it in, it's going to come up. I've got potatoes came up. Sweet potatoes was one of the first things. I could see that it's 3 points. But I also see my serving size is a half a cup. And maybe I didn't eat a half a cup. So I can change the serving size on here, right? I can change whatever it is. If I had a small sweet potato, if I had a medium, if I had a large, if I want to do by pounds or ounces, I could put all of that in and we can figure out how many points it is. Once I have it set to what I want it to be, so I'm going to have a half of a small sweet potato. We hit set. Then I pick out the meal time, breakfast, lunch, dinner, or this last one is anytime, and the date, which means I can pre-track or post-track if I need to. I would then hit track, and it's going to show up. That one showed up under my dinner. The easier way to track, if you have something with a barcode, is to use this barcode scanner. It's a camera. See, hi. And just like you do at self-checkout at a grocery store, you take anything that has a UPC, you line it up. Sorry, it's hard to do kind of backwards. And up comes, that's Jif peanut butter. 2 tablespoons is 6 points. If that's what I want, I can track it right from there. If I want to change the servings, the time of day, or the date, I can change it. Underneath the track button, we're going to see all of the information about it. So if you're somebody who needs to keep track of their protein, their sugar, their carbohydrates, all of that information is for you right on here. Though that's the easiest way to track. The barcode scanner, typing in the name of the food, or the last thing is if you go on your My Day all the way to the bottom, you're going to see recipes and restaurants. Restaurants, you can pick any restaurant and scroll through their menu. That's Arby's, and I can look at my choices. Or you could go to recipes, was the one right above it. You can look at recipes. You can also create your recipes right on here. So if you hit create a recipe, then you're going to name it, put in the servings and the ingredients. It's Tuesday, so I have a tracking challenge for you today. Today, I want you to track your food. Maybe you've gotten away from it. Maybe you've started doing like fancy things and you're tracking all of these different things or different ideas. The house is only as strong as its foundation. This is the foundation. Today, just for one day, for 24 hours, I want you to track your food. I don't care how you do it. I don't care if you do it on the app. I don't care if you do it on way back when trackers. Just write it down, put it in the tracker, figure out how many points it is, and then you can decide if that's where you want your points to go or not. It's the number one thing that I would ask you to do. So let's do it just for today. Let's track our food. Let's make today the day that counts. I'll be with you again, probably for a bonus episode later on this week, but next Tuesday, we'll be doing a different challenge. I'll be explaining more information, different things to look at, but let's pick one day and track. Thanks.